But, Aaron, we have a big matchup ahead of us. Just a couple of moments. We're going to see the women of Prime Wrestling. Marti Belle taking on Jessi Kaye. We have met Jessi Kaye before.
Hey, I've met Marti Belle before.
Well, I'll tell you what, Marti Belle certainly has a lot to prove here in Prime Wrestling, as does Jessi Kaye. Marti's been very successful on the East Coast, as has Jessi Kaye. We're about to find out who will make their Prime debut a victory. Only one of them can, but Aaron, they may look good, but they can certainly back it up as well.
Well, I have to agree with you there, Joe. I mean, I'm an expert on women's wrestling.
Well, we're about ready to get underway with this women's contest.
The following women's contest is scheduled for one fall and is being brought to you by Pistol Truck Service. Introducing first, wrestling out of New York City, New York, here is Marvelous Marti Belle.
Marti Belle lives in New York, but she's actually a native of the Dominican Republic. Were you aware of that?
Yes, I was, Joe. Of course I was. I told you, I know Marti Belle on a personal level.
You say she talks to you?
Yes, yes. I mean, not in person.
Are you responsible for signing Marti Belle for this event?
Well, Joe, of course, I don't like to talk about who I'm responsible for signing and whatnot. I like to keep things on the down low, but, well, you could say, in a word, yes.
Well, we're going to hear from Marti right now.
I know that Prime Wrestling doesn't really do too much with its wrestling. They don't know too much about it. They don't have much experience with it. And looking around this crowd, I know there's a lot of guys in here that don't have too much experience with women either. Like that. The only reason Prime brought me here today is because I am the best in women's wrestling. And from now on, you'll be seeing a lot more of me. So can we please bring this little girl out here?
Well, there's a first impression for you.
And her opponent. Wrestling out of Sin City, here is Jessi Kaye.
Well, one thing Jessi Kaye said in her Prime TV remarks is that she was here to stamp out the tramp, in her words, to Marti Belle.
I know she wasn't talking to Marti Belle personally. I know she wasn't going after her because Marti Belle is a classy lady. You could tell. You could tell if you ever spoke to her, Joe. But you and Pedro and Jake Lemon's in there, you know nothing about her. You don't take the time to get to know women like I do.
Marti Belle showed absolutely no class in anything she just said.
Marti Belle's the classiest woman in all of professional wrestling.
Is she waving at you up there?
Yes, she is. That's because I know her, Joe. I have a connection with women.
Until the restraining order sets in.
Hey! Now look at this. Jessi Kaye, she had an opportunity to make friends with me. I reached out to her. And
Trying to get a phone number, I understand.
No, Joe, I don't do anything via phone. Keep too much of a connection. You know, I don't leave a paper trail.
Well, Marti Belle, she may be a very accomplished woman's wrestler, but from what I've seen, she is no lady.
Oh, she's the ladiest of ladies. I like it.
Well, Marti taking a paintbrush job to Jessi Kaye here in the early going.
That's right, Jessi Kaye, she don't know how to handle a woman like Marti Belle.
I've seen Jessi Kaye in action before in between the ropes, and certainly she's held her own in a variety of top organizations. Only naturally she comes here to Prime Wrestling. Not often you see women's action in Prime Wrestling, as Marti alluded to, but certainly when you do see it, it's among the best athletes in the world. We've seen Veda Scott here before, Portia Perez, Haley Hatred, Jessica Havoc. Names known the world over, Aaron, and Jessi responding in kind to Marti Belle.
You know, what kind of woman slaps another woman across the face? That's what I don't like about Jessi Kaye.
One out for retribution.
After I reviewed her performance, I decided I'm not going to sign her.
Performance doing what?
Slapping people in wrestling.
Oh, is that how she turned you down for the phone number?
Joe, I'm not here to comment on things like that. I'm a businessman.
I see.
That's why they call me the business, Aaron McGuire.
I have never heard anyone refer you to that in my life.
Yep. That's what they do? Well, you need to open your ears.
Marty, double handful of ears.
Yeah. She's been known as a master manipulator of the ears.
What?
Yeah, she works over those ears like nobody else in this business.
Well, maybe she'll cauliflower Jessi Kaye. That'll be a strategy to victory. And you gotta believe whomever wins this matchup, we'll be seeing more in the future here in Prime Wrestling.
Well, I believe, no matter the outcome here, we're going to see a lot more of Marti Belle.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying, I mean, do you know Marti Belle's finishing maneuver? What she likes to beat people with?
Well, she refused to talk to me, so you might as well enlighten me. Oh, watch this. All that weight, then you can see the bend in the back of Jessi Kaye. That's thanks to all that body weight and the point of the knees of Marti Belle just digging into her spine.
Yeah, Marti Belle, she goes after a body part and she works on it, and that was what she did earlier with the ears. Now she's focusing on the back, the lower back.
Well, Jessi Kaye up and over. Sunset flip coming up, could have her here. Great leverage maneuver for 2.
Oh, but she ran into that elbow. Solid elbow of Marti Belle's. That's an elbow straight from the Dominican.
Marti Belle even hated in her homeland. I read not too long ago in Pro Wrestling Illustrated about Marty almost starting a riot down there.
Yeah, I don't believe too much in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I think what it was they were having a parade, the Dominican Day Parade for Marti Belle, and she was there, and people couldn't keep themselves in control, and they went wild there because they were so happy to see somebody of such beauty and such grace and such talent and such class.
I'm going to tell Dan Murphy you don't trust PWI. Be that as it may, Marti Belle.
Don't tell Matt Brock or Eddie Elner.
Choking away at Jessi Kaye. Methodical pace here. Jessi Kaye really not having a lot of chance to get out of the blocks here.
No, and that's another reason why I didn't sign her.
What, did you see into the future? How did you know this was going to happen?
Well, what I'm telling you is when I studied her tapes, and, because I study a lot of tapes, Joe.
You study VHS still?
Yes, well, unless they have beta, because I have one of those as well.
Bought a VCR Netscape Navigator the other week, didn't you? Great counter into the jawbreaker rather by Jessi Kaye. Up and down into the neckbreaker now. Jessi Kaye stringing a couple moves together. Could have a chance to build some momentum.
Now see, I kind of like this Jessi Kaye.
What a flip-flopper you are. You're going to try to get a date with whatever woman gets the big end of the purse money here, whichever one gets the victory, aren't you?
Joe, I'm not talking about dating here. I'm talking about getting into the pure scientific parts of professional women's wrestling.
I see. Forearm shots by both. Literally battling their way up to their feet.
And then look at that. Here we go. There's a pull of the tights by Jessi Kaye.
They weren't even touching. What are you talking about?
And that loaded elbow pad.
Oh, get out of here.
Had something wrong with it from when she was in that motorcycle accident?
Swing neck breaker.
Uh-oh.
That's going to do it. Oh, almost less than half a count away from stamping out the tramp. Again, that's Jessi Kaye's words, not mine.
Well, she uses that move, the tramp stamp. But you know what else? She said she was here to amaze the fans, delight the fans, blow the fans away. And I don't know if I like seeing that.
Well, certainly she's been impressive thus far, but Marti Belle, great competition in her own right, spine buster.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be, oh no, another near fall. Jessi Kaye half a count away. How close can you get? She's very confident. Is Jessi Kaye. She may be looking to finish this thing.
But what about Marti Belle? You're not talking about the confidence of Marti Belle.
Oh, Marty just took out the quadriceps, I believe. That sharp kick.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. What is this?
Oh, she nailed her.
Face first.
Yes!
That's over.
The winner, Marvelous Marti Belle.
And you can tell by the look on her face, she wasn't messing around there.
That's why I like her, Joe. That's why I like Marti Belle.
Oh, check out that devilish smile, Aaron McGuire. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with for whomever she crosses paths with next. Might be you. Marti Belle wins in her prime debut.